10 most expensive houses. Out of all a man owns, his house is usually one of the most expensive he would willingly splurge a huge chunk of money on. You cannot put a price on the security and comfort your house provides, which is why nobody spares any cost when it comes to choosing the best pad money can buy and furnishing it tastefully as their bank accounts can allow. Today we bring you the top 10 most expensive homes in the world, from massive palaces to luxurious villas and gigantic mansions on sprawling estates that cost hundreds of millions of dollars to build and a small fortune to maintain such properties. Strap in and get ready for the tour of your life. Number 10. 4 Fairfield Pond. Ever wondered what the largest residential compound in the US looked like? Well, you're in luck. Ira Rennert's $250 million mansion is first on our list today. Ira Rennert is an American businessman and the CEO of Renco Group, a holding company based in New York that has stakes in military vehicle production, steel, zinc, lead, and magnesium processing. He's worth over $3 billion and ranked number 132 on the Forbes' list of billionaires, so you can understand why he would splash all of that money on a house. 4 Fairfield Pond was built in 2003 on 63 acres of land. It has a dining room that stretches over 91 feet, in addition to the 29 bedrooms and 39 bathrooms. It has 3 swimming pools, 2 tennis courts, 2 more squash courts, and a bowling alley. It has a massive 64,000 square foot living area and has incredible views of the Atlantic Ocean. Number 9. Rutland Gate Mansion. What happens when you combine 4 huge houses? You get a massive $274 million mansion. This feat was carried out by YRM, an architectural firm based in Great Britain. The owner of this edifice was the late Crown Prince Nayef bin Abdulaziz, a Saudi Arabian prince. He was the former Deputy Prime Minister from 2009 to 2011, then Minister of Interior from 1975 until his death in 2012 at 78. He has his share of the $1.3 trillion wealth the royal family of Saudi Arabia shares. His mansion, the Rutland Gate Mansion, was put up for sale after his death and is currently bid for by a Hong Kong real estate developer, CC Land Holdings Ltd. If this deal goes through, it would be the most expensive house sale ever in the UK. It covers 60,000 square feet and has a total of 45 bedrooms spread over 7 stories. It has an indoor pool, underground parking, and of course lifts to traverse its floors. The interior is adorned with gilded decor and its windows are said to be bulletproof. Definitely worth the price. Number 8. The Odeon Tower. In 2004, the city of Monaco added a new pinnacle to its skyline. The tallest, actually. Called the Tower of the Elite, it is the second tallest building on the Mediterranean coastline, and the tallest in Monaco. The building of this tower was overseen by Marzocco Group, one of the top estates and property developers in Monaco. The Marzocco Group specializes in luxury buildings and has a number of notable projects, including the Elot Rainer 3, the largest real estate project of the 21st century in Monaco, that has 243 apartments and parking spaces for each of them. Well, that's not our target today. The Odeon Tower is. The Odeon is a sky penthouse estimated at $378 million by Forbes and covers an astonishing 35,500 square feet. It has 60 majestic apartments spread over 44 floors, but our focus lies on the 5th-story penthouse, perched atop the tower. It has its own water slide, an infinity pool, and its own gym, cinema, sauna, and a well-stocked library. The master bedroom is about the size of 2.5 tennis courts, all spread over 5 floors. The furniture is said to be upholstered with leather from the skin of stingrays. There is really no limit to luxury. Number 7. The Bubble Palace. When you hear the Bubble Palace, what comes to mind? Most likely a brightly colored palace featured in Disney cartoons. Well, I'm here to burst your bubble. The Bubble Palace is in fact a real place and is one of the most expensive homes in the world. Designed by Antilia, it was built in 1975 and completed in 1989 in Thiel-sur-Mer, a town in France. It was built for Pierre Bernard, a French industrialist, and was acquired in 1991 by Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin is a French fashion designer worth $800 million. This bizarre house is worth $360 million and is very iconic for its very strange designs. It is said that Antilia never liked straight lines, so not a single straight line can be found in it, hence the design. It has been described as the forefront of contemporary architecture and was designed to mimic the cave dwellings of the prehistoric man. It features 10 massive suites, 11 bathrooms, 3 swimming pools, and it has a luxurious garden and even an amphitheater that can accommodate 500 people, with amazing views of the Mediterranean. It's a great location for photo shoots and has so many great views. Number 6. Villa Las Cedres. According to Google Translate, Villa Las Cedres means the cedar villa. And you know cedar trees are revered trees, known to signify wealth, abundance, and providence, and is said to mark entrance to the heavens. True to its name, the Villa Las Cedres is heaven on earth, with its beautiful gardens, manicured lawns, and rare plants, numbering up to 15,000 grown around it. It is situated in the French town of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, south of France. It sits on a massive 35 acres and houses 20 greenhouses. It has had a host of important owners, but the most iconic was King Leopold II of Belgium in 1904. The peach-colored mansion covers an astonishing 18,000 square feet and costs $450 million. It has 14 bedrooms, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, a stable for up to 30 horses, and even a stunning ballroom and grand sitting room with floor-to-ceiling portraits, majestic doors, and ornamental chandeliers. The view from the balcony? Absolutely enchanting. Number 5. 24 Middle Gap Road. And our search brings us to Hong Kong, Asia. Middle Gap Road is one of the high-end communities in Hong Kong, more like the Beverly Hills of America, reserved for only the elite. You don't come wandering here if you don't have a few $100 million to spare. The colossal mansion sits at 7,725 square feet and contains only 4 bedrooms. Well, that's shocking. These bedrooms must be the size of football fields at least. The company in charge of the house argue that it's more about the location than the house itself, which is pretty understandable. The house sits on a third of an acre of land and features a swimming pool and parking spaces for just 2 cars. The decor is pretty outdated, so buyers might have to add a makeover to their to-do list. Well, you have to pay the price if you want to live in the luxury part of town. Number 4. The One, Bel Air, California. Okay, things are getting pretty serious now. We're looking at the most expensive house in America, a $500 million giga mansion that covers 100,000 square feet. I wonder what one would do with all that space. The owner is Niall Niami, an American producer and real estate developer who has a thing for mega mansions and has built a few in Bel Air and Holmby Hills. His architect, Paul McLean, is an accomplice in this vice of his and designed his previous mega mansion, Opus, which sold for $100 million. The mansion is like a little town and has every single thing you could ever want and more. It has 20 bedrooms, 7 are reserved for staff in a separate building. The massive master suite stretches over 5,500 square feet, and it has its own kitchen, office, and even a pool. Floor-to-ceiling windows give you an enchanting view of the city below, and a commercial beauty salon. The place is overflowing with pools, and even has an infinity edge moat, which brings the pool count to 7. Over 5 elevators service the humongous palace. The United States has passed a law restricting the size of mansions, so you probably won't be seeing any more of these. Number 3. Villa Leopolda. If you were a king and you wanted to secretly give your mistress something, what would it be? Probably some jewels or a fine silk dress. King Leopold II of Belgium went a step further and gifted his mistress a massive 18-acre estate. Pretty bold if you ask me. Of course, she was evicted immediately after his death. The villa consists of 19 massive bedrooms, each with its own bathroom and terrace. It has a myriad of sports courts and even a 4-lane bowling alley. It has several dining rooms, served by a dozen more kitchens. There's even a movie theater on this 80,000 square foot luxury home. This house is surely fit for kings. Wonder why it was gifted to a mistress. Number 2. Antilia. Mukesh Ambani is the richest man in India and the whole of Asia, worth an astounding $53 billion. He gets his wealth from his company, Reliance Industries Limited, which he is managing director, chairman, and largest shareholder. His company is involved in the business of textiles, energy, petroleum, natural resources, and telecommunications, making it the most valuable company in India. For a man of such high profile, he only needs a befitting pad to match his status. Named after a phantom island that was said to lie off the coast of Portugal and Spain, this mansion covers 400,000 square feet and is located on Altamount Road in the Mumbai city district of India. It is worth an estimated $2 billion and was built by Leighton Holdings. It stretches over 170 meters into the skyline and has 27 floors, with each floor twice the size of a normal single-story floor. It accommodates 3 helipads and a garage that can contain 168 cars. It has a movie theater that can seat 50 people and a snow room where one can seek refuge from the sweltering heat of Mumbai. It even has artificial snow being pumped into it all day. There's even a temple in this mansion. Number 1. Buckingham Palace. Most of the buildings we've seen today are palaces that were converted to private residences. But on our number one spot today, we have a palace that is still a palace, and this one houses the monarchs of the United Kingdom. The official home of the royal family covers 828,818 square feet, and it is the 7th largest palace in the world. It houses the administrative office and private residence of the royal family. It has 52 bedrooms for guests and royalties, 92 offices, 78 bathrooms, 19 staterooms, and 188 staff bedrooms, which brings its room count to 775. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and tell us what your favorite mansion is below.